right, so when you log into Frontline, you are usually directed to this screen, which is My Learning Plan. You can toggle the navigation over here and go to Learning Plan if you are not. So when you're looking at My Learning Plan, you can see that a lot of these in progress or approved things are labeled as in-district PD request form. Now, what if you want to take a graduate course or a PD that is outside of our school? To do that, we want to fill out a form so that we can request pre-approval, and then it will then ask us to get final approval once we've completed that course, and then they will also send your reimbursement for that. Once it has been reapproved, you can go ahead and take it. Once you take it and meet the requirements for that, you can attach your receipt and transcript, and then you will receive reimbursement for that. So to do this, you go to Forms and Outside PD Request if you're requesting a PD. If you are taking graduate credit, you would go to Graduate Credit Approval. So let's look at this PD request form. There are some instructions up here you'll want to make sure that you read. Then underneath there, you're going to put in your title, the description of the activity. If there's a website, you can put it in here. If you are getting Act 48 credit, you want to make sure that you select these. That would be if you have a certification that receives Act 48 credit, such as a teacher's license. The total number of hours you will need to fill in. The number of meetings, the meeting date, and the details of that meeting. The provider, you can select here. If it's not on the list, you fill it in the box. And then you fill in your estimated expenses. If you know what the fee is for that, the registration fee, you can put it in here specifically. If you only have an estimate of lodging and things like that, you can put those in for pre-approval. And then your supporting documentation. So your supporting documentation, if you are requesting a hotel and things like that, can be your hotel fee, accommodation, anything like that. When you're doing it ahead of time, you may not have anything that you need to attach here, and that's okay. You don't need to finish anything in here. This is for the finance department. And then once you do that, you will go ahead and submit it for approval. What happens then is that it will go through the approval chain and each person will approve it. Once they have approved it, and you will be able to see it in your learning plan. So let's go back to my learning plan. And in your learning plan, you will then be able to see that it has been submitted and where it is and things like that. And you can always click on this Manage button next to it. So what you're going to do once you finish taking the course is to go to Manage, and then you will mark it complete. When you mark it complete, it will prompt you to submit or attach your receipts and invoices and things like that, your transcript, whatever information you need to attach, and then you'll go ahead and submit that, and you will get that final approval through finance as long as you have met all of the requirements, and then they will go ahead and pay out your request.